everybody, and thanks for checking out my review of the Panerai Luminor Submersible PAM00024, or simply the 24. Panerai is a brand that caught my interest years ago. Back in the late 90s, Panerai brought in a huge consumer following that had them enjoying great success, and it was very hard to get at the time. There's a distinct design that was and still is incredibly recognizable. The thick cushioned case with the signature U-shaped crown guard makes it instantly recognizable. The Luminor has a large-size sandwich dial that put a disc of lume under the dial with the numbers and markers cut out. It shows depth. This submersible has what's termed as a sausage dial, which applies a thick application of lume on the markers and the numbers. One big appeal to Panerai is the straps and how easy it is to change them out. This brought many talented strap makers to the market. At the end of the video, I'm going to show you how it looks on a variety of strap options with Vintager Straps by VintagerStraps.com. So please stick around. It gives the ability to change the whole look and feel to the watch. There are many different models of the Panerai, and the design is very recognizable. Some have complications, maybe a size difference, but they primarily remain true to their design heritage. I love the history of this brand, and although I'm not going to get deep into the history here, you can read about and find it on many reviews and articles. The portion of the history I love is the original Italian Royal Navy divers riding underwater assault vehicles that look like torpedoes to enemy submarines to plant explosives. The Italian Royal Navy contracted with watchmaker Giuseppe Panerai, who developed the original radiometer using Rolex movements. In the 1950s, Panerai developed the innovative and recognizable crown guard. In the early 90s, Panerai began to market watches to the public, and the cult following began. In the beginning of this era, they used ETA-based movements, later moving to in-house movements. This 24 uses the ETA Valjoux 7750 movement, removing the chronograph complication. There are now 4 model types of Panerai: Submersible, which is the more robust diver line, the traditional Luminor, the DougFNJ, which is priced and sized for a market that prefers a smaller sized luxury watch, and the Radiometer with the wire lugs and large size crown. The 24 was one of the more popular models. It's got a unique sausage dial that I mentioned earlier with the thick application of lume. What results is a very bright full lume that stands out as one of the best. You can see it here. The 24 features a matte black dial with the date wheel at the 3 o'clock position under an inverted Cyclops magnification and the small seconds hand in the sub-dial towards the 9 o'clock position. The 24 is designed with the Panerai case. Now if you're just getting into Panerai, you'll hear 2 terms, 1950 style and Panerai, named after Panerai designer Alessandro Panerai. What they're referring to is the case style. A 1950 case has the trademark stamping on the crown guard and the bowl-shaped curves along the sides. The Panerai style case has no trademark stamp and a flat polished finish on the side. The 24 features the U-shaped crown guard. To me, this is better than a screw-down crown with the possibility of cross-threading while screwing the crown in. The crown has a lever that, closing it, pushes the crown into place, completes the seal for the 300-meter water resistance. This crown system is a signature of Panerai, making it instantly recognizable to the brand. The lugs curve down towards the wrist, which makes it wear smaller than the dimensions would imply. The width is 44 millimeters. The height is 53.5 millimeters, and it's 15.5 millimeters thick. It's got a domed sapphire glass that curves smoothly into the brushed unidirectional rotating stainless steel bezel over the polished case. The bezel has a nice firm action when you rotate it with 60 clicks. It's nice and solid as a diver should be. The rear of the watch is also stainless steel with the engravings. It's a screw-down caseback. The 24 enjoyed a 19-year run. It was replaced with the 1024, which gave it a longer power reserve before they retired it altogether. The advantage to having an older Panerai with an ETA-based movement is any watchmaker can service it. The power reserve is a long 50 hours and the setting is easy. Pull the lever out on the crown guard. With it open, you could wind the crown. Pull it out one spot to set the date, and pulling it out to the second spot hacks the second hand, and then you can set the time. When the watch is set, push the lever back in. The 24 arrives with black rubber Hershey-style straps with a dual push-button deployment buckle. The package also includes black Velcro-style straps with the Panerai logo. For reference, these straps are 24 millimeters at the lug and tapered down to 22 millimeters at the buckle. The strap changing system on Panerai watches is very user-friendly and makes it easy to swap straps. In the box, you have this plastic tool that separates into two pieces. To change the strap, you poke the pin on the tool with the recessed button under the lug. While pressed, you push the bar out on the side using the other half of the tool. This eliminates the possibility of scratching the lugs, and it makes it so much easier than spring bar tools. They also include the screwdriver to unscrew the clasp and place it on a new strap. When purchasing additional straps from Panerai, you want to make sure that you're getting straps made for the included deployant. They're thinner at the ends. Straps made for the pin buckle are not compatible. Most aftermarket strap makers add buckle options as well. To put the new straps on, you just put it in place between the lugs, place the bar back in, push the button to lock it in place, and that's it. This is part of what makes Panerai so versatile. The amount of strap options, styles, and materials out there are infinite. Here's a comparison with the 44mm 1312 Luminor and the 47mm 1389 Submersible, both with 1950 style cases. Looking at the differences between them, the Submersible looks sportier versus the Luminor, which could be a little bit more dressed up. The sausage dial is a little bolder, and the bezel with the raised steel markers has a more aggressive look. Here's a wrist shot of the 24. I have a 7.5-inch wrist. You'd think 44mm would be a very large watch, but it wears smaller than its dimensions. I find it very well balanced and it doesn't move around a lot. The deployant buckle gets mixed reviews. Depending on your wrist shape, you'll love it or hate it. This is why it's nice to have pin buckle options. Panerai watches are not for everyone. It's a very unique design with a crown guard, large dial, and larger width sizes. The first time I went to look at Panerai, I intended on 42mm because it's the size of most of my other watches. It ended up surprising me that I found it to be too small. I found the 44mm was the perfect size for my 7.5-inch wrist. The 53mm height doesn't have the lugs hanging past my wrist, and it doesn't feel overly thick. It never feels top heavy. I just find it very comfortable. Those who love Panerai watches can find them addictive. Along with the Panerai forum on WatchUseek, there's a whole community dedicated to the love of the Panerai brand and styles called the Paneristi. If you have interest in the brand, I would encourage you to check out Paneristi.com or check out the Paneristi.com Facebook group to see what it's all about. It's a great group of people and a lot of information on the brand and all of the watches. Many members have multiple Panerai watches, and there's a fantastic selection of strap makers that you can find there. Micah from VintagerStraps.com sent me a variety of options I'm going to show you here so you can see the look of the watch can change dramatically with the different straps that you install. The customizations are endless, and Micah can even create a strap from material that you send him if you'd like. So here are some different looks. You have the tan canvas with leather back. This strap is a warm tan color. The edges will fray slightly over time, and it ages the strap nicely. The strap has some firmness initially, but the leather back is soft and very comfortable to wear. Here's Aubergine, which is a rich reddish-brown strap made from Horween leather. It's got a very smooth finish. It's 4mm thick, but it's very, very soft. Here it is on the Golden Gator. Now, I've always felt Gator gives a watch a classic look. This is a tan color with a matte finish, which makes it great for casual. This is a firmer wearing strap. Essex is also made of Horween leather. It's a very mild clay orange color. Not a lot of break-in needed on this strap. It's soft from day one. Black reef shark straps are unique. I've always loved the vertical texture of the shark straps. They're go anywhere, do anything type straps. This is a very flexible leather, and the contrast to the white stitching is a nice touch. Saddle is a darker golden tan strap with a nice texture. This watch is also very soft and comfortable, and it's a great casual strap that adds a little pop. Digicamo is a brown and tan color with pixelated desert camouflage. This is a very flexible and comfortable strap. The leather on all these canvas straps softens them up on the wrist really nice. Just Gray is a light gray matte finish. These straps are very smooth, and it's a very soft leather with no break-in. These straps are great for gray and black dial watches. Drunken Monkey Battle is the first strap that I ordered from Vintager, and it's one of my favorite straps. This starts out as a very dark brown strap and develops a crackle effect that ages in a way to fade the leather for a vintage look pretty quick. The edges are raw, which matches the patina really nice. Gray Mall is a darker color gray with black edges. This strap is very soft with a smooth matte finish. So what are your thoughts? Leave a comment below. I love to read every comment and I try to respond to them all. Now if you like this review, please click the thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell to be notified of future videos. You can also find me on Twitter at DougFNJ, and you can find me on WhatYouSeek.com, which also has a great Panerai section, and of course Paneristy.com also has DougFNJ. I'd like to thank Micah from VintagerStraps.com. Use discount code DougFNJ for 15% off your entire order. As always, thank you so much for watching, be safe, and have a great day.